Next we'll move on and I'll show you how to crochet the other square for this blanket, which is a solid granny square, and it's the same as any solid granny square you may have worked in the past, except for the final 2 rounds, which are worked in extended double crochet stitches, and this is to ensure that the square ends up the same size as the teddy bear square. To begin working on the solid granny square, make a magic circle and then make a chain of 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And this chain 5 counts as your first double crochet and a chain 2. And then I'm going to work 3 double crochet into the circle. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to repeat this twice more. So I'll work 3 double crochet, chain 2, twice more. So there's 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and then I'll do it one more time. So there's 1, 2, 3, chain 2. So there's my 3 clusters of double crochet. So 1 with a chain 2, another cluster, chain 2, and then a third cluster and a chain 2. And then I'm going to work 2 double crochet into the circle. So there's 1, and 2, and then coming over to the chain 5 that I made at the beginning, I'm going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. So counting 1, 2 and 3 into that 3rd chain, I'm going to join with a slip stitch, and I'll just pull on the middle to tighten. So at the end of round 1 you should have 4 sets of 3 double crochet clusters. So there's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and they're all separated by a chain 2 space. For round 2 you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and this chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. And then moving over to the first chain 2 space here, you're going to work 2 double crochet, so there's 1 and 2, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then back into the same space, you're going to work another 2 double crochet. So there's 1, and then another one back into the same space. And this is the first corner, and you'll do this in each of the chain 2 corner spaces. 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet. And then we're going to work 1 double crochet into each stitch until the corner, the next corner. So we'll work 1, 2 and 3, and you might have to pull these stitches away from you so that you can get into this first stitch here. So we'll work 1, and then another double crochet into the next stitch. There's 2, and then another double crochet. So there's 3. And then we'll work another corner into the chain 2 corner space. So we'll work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So there's 1, and 2, and then we'll chain 2, 1, 2, and then we'll work another 2 double crochet into the corner. So there's 1, and 2, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then work another corner of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and then I'll do the same on the next side. Work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then another corner. And I'll meet you once I've finished the last corner here. So I've been working my stitches all the way around, and I've just worked my last corner in the last chain 2 space, and I've got 2 stitches remaining, 1 and 2. So I'm going to work 1 double crochet into these 2 stitches. So there's 1 double crochet, and then another one into the last stitch. And then I'm going to come over to the chain 3, the beginning chain 3, and into the top of the chain 3 I'm going to join with a slip stitch. And that's the end of round 2, and you should have 7 double crochet on each side of the square. So you've got 2, 4, 6 and 7. So you should have 7 double crochet on each side, and they'll all be separated by a chain 2 space. For round 3, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then you're going to work 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. And then another one into the next stitch. So there's my 2 double crochet, and then we've come to the first chain 2 corner space. So again, I'll work a corner in here, so it will be the same as before. 2 double crochet, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochet. So there's 1, and 2, and then I'm going to work 1 double crochet into the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there's my 7 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we've come to the next chain 2 corner space. So I'll work my 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So I've just completed my second corner, and I'm going to repeat this all the way around until I've finished the last corner. So I'm going to work 1 double crochet into the next 7 stitches, work my corner, then again work my 7 double crochet, and then work my last corner. And once I've done that, I'll meet you and we'll finish off the last few stitches together. I've just finished working my last corner here, and we've got 4 stitches remaining. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So into these 4 stitches I'm going to work 1 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 into the last stitch there. And then come over to the chain 3 at the beginning, and into the top of the chain 3 you're going to join with a slip stitch. And that's the end of round 3. And you should have 11 double crochet on each side. So you'll have 11 double crochet, a chain 2, 11 double crochet, chain 2, space, and so on. For round 4, we're going to work in extended double crochets, and this is to ensure that our final square ends up the same size as the teddy bear square that we did earlier. So you'll begin by chaining 3, and then I'm going to work 1 extended double crochet into each stitch until we get to the corner. So to work the extended double crochet, it's really easy. You're going to yarn over, and then into the next stitch here you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 1 loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 2 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. And that's the extended double crochet. So I'm going to work another extended double crochet into the next 3 stitches, So there's my chain 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 extended double crochet, and then into the corner I'm going to work 2 extended double crochet, chain 2 and 2 extended double crochet. So there's 1, 2, chain 2, and then another 2 extended double crochet. Oops. So there's 1 extended double crochet, and then I'll work the second one. So there's the corner. So exactly the same as the other rounds, except you're working extended double crochet instead of the regular double crochet. And then I'm going to work 1 extended double crochet into each stitch all the way along to the next chain 2 space, where again I'll work the same 2 extended double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 extended double crochet. So continue working in this way all the way around, and I'll meet you once I've completed the final corner. So as you can see, I've been working my extended double crochet all the way around, working my corners, and I've just worked my last corner here, and into the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches I'm going to work 1 extended double crochet. And then I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 to join. And at the end of round 4 you should have 15 double crochet along each side of the square. For round 5, which is the final round, begin by chaining 3, and then I'm going to work 1 extended double crochet into the next 6 stitches until I get to the next chain 2 corner space. So there's 1, 2, and then again into the chain 2 corner space I'm going to work my 2 extended double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 extended double crochet. So there's my corner, and then along this side of the square I'm going to work 1 double crochet into the next 15 stitches until I get to the next corner space, and then I'll do the same on this side, 1 double crochet into the next 15 stitches, work the third corner, and then I'll work my double crochet all the way along and then work my last corner in here. I've been working my extended double crochet all the way around the square, and I've just worked my last corner, and we've got 8 stitches remaining. So into these last 8 stitches I'm going to work 1 extended double crochet. So there's 1, 2, and then you can either slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, but for a neater finish, and because it makes it easier when I'm seaming the squares at the end, I'm going to do an invisible join. So I'll grab my scissors, cut my yarn, pull the yarn through, and then weave the end through my tapestry needle, and there's the chain 3, and there's the first extended double crochet. I'm going to go under both loops of the extended double crochet, pull the yarn through, and then come back over to the last stitch that I worked, and I'll insert my needle under the back loop only, pull the yarn through, and there's the invisible join sitting over the chain 3, which is your first stitch of the round. And then I'm just going to weave the end in. And here's the solid granny square completed, and on each side of the square you should have 19 double crochet. So you'll have your 19 double crochet on each side, separated by a chain 2 corner space. So as you can see, I've finished all my squares and I've laid them out on the table. I can just about get them all into the camera frame for you to see, but I've got 5 vertical columns and I've got 5 rows running along horizontally. And if you want to see a diagram for the layout of the blanket, I'll put the link to the free written pattern in the description box below. The next thing we need to do is obviously join our squares together, and you can use whatever method you prefer, whatever's your favourite method for joining squares. I'm going to be using the flat slip stitch seam, and I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video. I'll have a separate tutorial for that, which again I'll put a link to in the description box below. So I'm going to, off camera, I'm going to seam my squares together, and then I'll rejoin you and show you how to finish the blanket off with a simple border. I just wanted to show you the progress that I've made with seaming the squares. I start seaming the columns vertically, and now that I've done the vertical columns, I'm then going to seam horizontally. So you can see here I've done the vertical columns, and then I just have to do the seaming horizontally now. I've just finished joining my squares together, and I used the flat slip stitch seam, which I think gives a really lovely join. It's really easy to do, and your blanket will lie flat. So now we're going to move on and add a border to our little blanket. So starting in the top right hand corner, I'm going to attach my yarn into the chain 2 corner space. And I'm going to make a chain of 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to make 2 double crochet into the same space. And the chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. And then I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then back into the same space I'm going to make 3 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and I'll show you what to do once you get to the first seam, the first join. I've been working my double crochet stitches all the way along the first square here, and I'm approaching the seam, so I'm going to work 1 double crochet into this stitch here, and then I'm going to work into the chain 2 corner spaces. I'm going to work 1 double crochet 2 together. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the chain 2 space, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, and then I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook into the next chain 2 corner space. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that's the double crochet 2 together completed. And this ensures that your blanket will lay nice and flat, and if you have too many stitches it would start to ruffle up and it wouldn't lie flat. And then you're just simply going to continue working double crochet stitches into the top of each stitch all the way along to the next join, and you're going to continue working in this way all the way along to the end, to the left hand corner. So you're just going to work your double crochet stitches, your double crochet 2 together into the chain 2 corner spaces, and just continue with that pattern all the way along to the end. I've been working my double crochet stitches and double crochet 2 together at the seam area all the way along the top edge of the blanket, and I've come to the last chain 2 corner space. So I'm going to work my corner, which is exactly the same as we did at the beginning of the row. So I'll make 3 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'll make another 3 double crochet into the same space. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to do this into the next 2 corners. So for the remainder of round 1, you're going to do exactly the same as you did along the top edge of the blanket. So work 1 double crochet into each stitch, work 1 double crochet 2 together at the seam area, and then when you get to the next corner, you're going to work your 3 double crochet, chain 2, and your 3 double crochet. So do this around all sides of the blanket, and I'll meet you back at the beginning again, and I'll show you how to join the round, and then we'll begin working on round 2. I've been working my stitches all the way around the 4 sides of the blanket, and I've come back to the beginning of the round, and I'm just going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 to join. And that's the end of round 1. For round 2, we're going to want to begin in the chain 2 corner space here. So I'm going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. So there's 1, and 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the chain 2 space. And now I'm ready to begin working my first corner. So I'll begin by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to work 2 double crochet. So there's 1 and 2, chain 2, and then I'll work 3 double crochet back into the chain 2 corner space. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So there's the first corner. And then for round 2, I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, and into the 3rd stitch I'm going to make a V-stitch, which is 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then another double crochet back into the same stitch. And there's the V-stitch. And I'm going to repeat this sequence all the way along to the end of the first side, all the way along to the end of the top edge. So skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the third stitch make a V-stitch. So there's 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then another double crochet back into the same stitch. So repeat this all the way along the top edge of the blanket until you get to the first corner here. I've been working my V-stitches all the way along the top edge, and I've arrived at the next corner. So I've got 3 stitches remaining. I'm going to skip these 3 stitches, and then into the chain 2 corner space I'm going to work my 3 double crochet, and chain 2, and then my 3 double crochet back into the chain 2 corner space. And then I'm just going to work my V-stitches all the way down the second side until I get to the next corner, where I'll work my 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and I'm going to do this all the way around the blanket until I get back to the beginning again. I've just finished working my V-stitches all the way around the blanket, and I've come back to the beginning. So I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 to join, and that's the end of round 2. For round 3, again I'm going to slip stitch over to the chain 2 corner space. So I'll slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, and then I'll slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and then we're ready to begin on round 3. So for this round you're going to chain 3 and then work 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet, and there's our first corner. Then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to come over to the first V-stitch here, and into the chain 2 space of this V-stitch you're going to work 3 double crochet, so there's my 3 double crochet, and then chain 1, and then move over to the next V-stitch and again work 3 double crochet. And you're going to repeat this all the way around the blanket So you'll work 3 double crochet into the V-stitch, chain 1, 3 double crochet into the V-stitch, chain 1, and you'll work the corners as normal. So you'll work your 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet into your corners. So repeat this all the way around the blanket, and I'll meet you back at the end, and we'll join the round and start the next round together. I finished working round 3 and I've come back to the beginning again. So I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 to join the round. And now we're ready to start round 4. So I'm going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2, and then slip stitch into the chain 2 space. And again for round 4, we'll work the corner as normal. So 3 chains, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet. And then for round 4, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to start working in the chain 1 space here. So in this chain 1 space, between the 2 clusters of 3 double crochet, I'm going to work 3 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to chain 1 and then move over to the next chain 1 space where I'll work 3 double crochet. And then chain 1, move over to the next chain 1 space, work 3 double crochet, and chain 1. And I'm going to work this sequence all the way around the blanket for round 4. So I'm just going to work my 3 double crochet into the chain 1 space, chain 1, move on to the next chain 1 space, and for the corners it will just be as before. You'll work your 3 double crochet, chain 2, and your 3 double crochet into the chain 2 corner space. So I'm going to continue working round 4 off camera, and then I'll meet you back at the beginning so that we can close the round and begin working on round 5. I've just finished working round 4, and to close the round I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 3. And for round 5, I'm going to change colours. So I'm going to cut my yarn and pull the yarn through, and then I'm just going to weave this little tail in. But to begin round 5, I'm going to grab my beige coloured yarn, and I'm going to attach it to the corner. then chain 3, and then I'm just going to work the corner as normal. So there's my corner, and then I'm just going to repeat round 4. So I'll chain 1, and then into the chain 1 space I'm going to work my 3 double crochet. And then chain 1, and then move over to the next chain 1 space and work my 3 double crochet, chain 1, and so on. So for round 5 you're simply going to repeat round 4. I finished working the round in the beige colour, and I did another round in the blue, and we're now going to work on the final round together, which is round number 7. So we're going to finish it off with a square border. So I slip stitched over to the chain 2 corner space as previously done before, and we're going to begin with a chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and then moving over to the next chain 1 space I'm going to work 1 double crochet. And then I'm going to work 5 double crochet around the post of this last double crochet that we just worked. So I'm going to work around this post here, and I'll work 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I'm going to come over to the next chain 1 space, and into that chain 1 space I'm going to work 1 single crochet. And then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then moving over to the next chain 1 space I'm going to work 1 double crochet. And then I'm going to work 5 double crochet around the post of this double crochet that we just worked. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then move over to the next chain 1 space and work a single crochet. And then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to work 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. And then I'll work 5 double crochet around this post. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then over to the next chain 1 space, 1 single crochet. So this is the sequence that you're going to repeat around the blanket. So continue working in this pattern, and I'll meet you at the next corner, and I'll show you what to do when you get to the corners of your blanket. I've been working my square edging all the way along the top edge of the blanket. I've just worked my 5 double crochet and then my single crochet into the chain 1 space, and I've now arrived at the corner. So to work the corners of your blanket, you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then into the chain 2 corner space you're going to work 1 single crochet, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then into the next chain 1 space you're going to work 1 double crochet. And then I'm going to work my 5 double crochet around the post of this double crochet. So there's my 5 double crochet, and then I'm going to single crochet into the next chain 1 space. And we're just going to repeat the pattern down this side of the blanket, the same pattern that we worked along the top edge. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and then work 5 double crochet, and then single crochet into the next chain 1 space, and so on. So just repeat the pattern until you get to the next corner where you'll chain 4, work 1 single crochet into the chain 2 corner space, and then you're just going to repeat the pattern again, chain 3, double crochet, work your 5 double crochet, and then single crochet. So work this pattern all the way around the blanket, and I'll meet you back at the beginning again, and I'll show you how to close the round. So I've finished working my edging all the way around the blanket, and I've come back to the beginning of the round. So to finish the round, I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then into the beginning chain 3 here, into that first chain I'm going to join with a slip stitch. And then I'm just going to get my scissors and cut my yarn, and I'm just going to pull the yarn through, and then I'm just going to weave this little end in. And here's the blanket all finished. I decided to block my blanket. I ordered some blocking mats from Knit IQ, which are really good. I just laid the blanket out on the mats and I hovered my iron just above the blanket. Be careful that you don't touch it with your iron. And as I was steaming it, I used my other hand to pat and smooth it out. It will feel a little damp, so leave it on the mat until it's completely dry before you move it. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos that I upload. Thanks for watching.